Hey, how's it going, everybody? Burt Brian here, and if you want to learn how to make the most mouth-watering fried chicken sandwich, you do not want to miss today's video. We're going to be showing you how to make Cripple and Drew's stacked fried chicken sandwich using the stacked habanero hot sauce. Let's jump right into it. First step of this process is to put your chicken in a buttermilk bath. Reason being is it helps tenderize the meat, adds moisture and juiciness, enhances the flavor, improves that coating adhesion, and also helps promote browning during the frying process. Any brand of all-purpose flour will work, but I prefer King Arthur, especially the unbleached variety. A little healthier. The official recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of paprika. I did double my recipe so that I could have more for the family. Next up's 1 teaspoon of that delicious garlic powder. I use it on everything. You got a ½ teaspoon of salt going in there. Salt's in everything these days. The last thing needed for your flour is going to be a ½ teaspoon of black pepper. Time to get your oil ready. Now you can go with a standard vegetable oil, but I like a little bit more umami flavor added to my food, so we're going to be using the beef tallow today. Now that we've got our flour ready and our chicken's been sitting for over an hour in the buttermilk, we're going to get ready for the frying process. And we'll start by letting excess buttermilk drip off the chicken before you put it in the flour. And here's where you really want to spend some time. You want to make sure that you get flour everywhere, over every little bit of this chicken. You want to flip it over, press down into it, really inspect it and make sure there are no bald spots. Reason for this is you want that chicken to be fully covered and have a nice, crispy signature crunch on the skin. And once you've completed this one, you can set it to the side and start working on the rest of your chicken. My beef tallow is about the temperature I want it to be at, so we're going to start adding the chicken and let it do its magical thing and get all crispy in that yummy beef tallow. While our chicken fries, we're going to get started on our hot honey glaze. We got some good Florida honey right here to kick it off. We already added 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Now we've got 3 diced jalapenos going in. You want to heat your glaze at about a medium heat, constantly stirring until you reach a nice sticky consistency that's a lot thicker than this. Once you think you're there, it's about time to build this sandwich. I'm toasting up these delicious onion buns I got from my local bakery. You could use whatever buns you want. Time to stack this stacked sandwich. You're going to start by putting down your toasty bun on the bottom, followed by a healthy amount of lettuce. I do love our lettuce. Then going to follow it up with a nice big piece of tomato. Then we're going to hit it with that mouth-watering chicken. Now we hit it with that hot honey glaze for that sweet, spicy touch. Finally, it's time to get that sweet habanero stacked hot sauce, and we are going to put a generous portion on this. I'm Burt Brian. I like my food spicy, so you know we got to have the sauce on there. Then we're going to top it with our bun, and there we have it, the stacked chicken sandwich. And there we have it, the stacked fried chicken sandwich. Now, I did make one substitution. I know he said you cannot make this substitution. It called for their original jalapeno sauce. I don't have any more of that. I used it all up, and besides, it didn't really have any heat to it. I want something that's got a little spice to it. I like super spicy stuff. So I decided to go with the sweet habanero sauce. I figured that would go well. I didn't want jalapeno on jalapeno, so this had a little bit of that extra heat. Maybe the sweetness will complement the honey that's in there as well with that jalapeno honey glaze that's on there, hot honey glaze. But man, this thing is gigantic. Let's see how this one tastes. That comes out so nice. You've got that juicy, tender, buttermilk soaked and fried, big old piece of chicken. I used big fat boneless chicken for this. And I guess the other substitution I did is I didn't go with, regular vegetable oil. I wanted to cook this in beef tallow, not just for the health benefits, but also I like the umami flavor that sort of is put in with anything you cook in beef tallow. And it just, man, this is outstanding. It's got such a nice burn. There's a little bit of the sweetness coming through with the jalapenos. Man, this thing is outstanding. Guys, I'll have a recipe down below in the description if you want to read it through. Definitely highly recommend you give this one a try on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. You want something big, that's tasty, that packs a lot of flavor, and has a good little bit of heat to it. This is what you want to go with. Not at all super hot, but definitely a super tasty sauce that's perfect for something like this. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure and give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I am trying to put out videos almost every single day. And as always, stay toasty, my friends. We'll see you in the next video.